Let's turn this into this. Welcome back to part 3 of my vacation thrifting and sewing journey, where I am making a few outfits to bring with me on my vacation. I set out on a snowy afternoon in the winter to do some thrifting with my brother and my Nana and look for some vacation outfits or items that I could bring with me. I did not have a lot of luck in that area. I found some cool button-downs, but nothing I could thrift flip really easily or had much vision for at the moment. I found some wintry things like sweaters or embroidered denim jackets, which was really cool, but I left them behind because they just weren't on my list for that day. Stop one, and I got a cart as I usually do, and I tried to manifest some linen-y, breezy, airy things, and instead found fleece. I found a really cool Mary Poppins bag that I really wanted to take home with me, and I didn't because it wasn't on my list, and I feel a little bit of regret now looking at it. And just looked through the dresses, but nothing jumped out at me. Any linen pieces were like $16.50 at Value Village, and Value Village, what are you guys doing here? It's crazy. I couldn't do it. I just didn't love anything I was seeing. Of course, the sweaters were hitting the mark that day, but I didn't need them, so I kept putting them back and I moved over to the fabric, and I had some luck. Look at this stunning flower fabric. It's like a linen, so pretty. And then, oh my God, I hit the jackpot. I hit the quilting jackpot here. I was obsessed. Look at these gorgeous colors. I don't even think I can cut into this. Then I hit another jackpot with this embroidered tablecloth. Like, who left this behind at the thrift store? It is coming home with me. With a full cart and a full heart, I checked out of this first stop, moved on to the second one, and continued my journey to try and find some kind of vacation outfit, although I was now starting to feel pretty hopeful that I was going to turn that fabric into some stunning pieces. The second store was proving to be very wintry as well. I found some really neat jackets, some really cool vintage coats. I definitely don't need any more coats right now, but look at the top stitching on this one. Sadly, with being in vacation mode, I left all of the jackets behind. I found a few contenders for vacation outfits, but nothing was really hitting the mark. Basically, on this trip, I promised myself if I didn't absolutely love it, I wasn't going to bring it home with me, and I stayed true to that as much as I could, because even though there were some cool finds, nothing was really screaming my name. On top of my awesome fabric haul that I got some new buttons, and I found this record player for $30 when it's regular $350. So as you saw, I had a very successful thrift trip the other day. I went on a full day excursion with my Nana and my brother and had a wonderful time. I had every intention of thrifting for vacation outfits, found nothing that I wanted, but I did score huge, as you saw, with the fabrics I found, that stunning quilt, like quilt of my dreams, and the record player that was $330 new on Amazon, and I found it for $30. This fabric though, I actually gasped when I found it because it is hand embroidered, fully 100% cotton, and stunning. Like, I couldn't have picked better colors myself. And there's this beautiful centerpiece on the fabric. I just imagined someone's grandmother that is so super cool, just sitting there hand embroidering this. So here's the centerpiece. Maybe it was someone just like me, like in a parallel existence, just hand embroidering this fabric. Oh, there's even like a little patch here. I didn't notice it with a J. Oh, this is probably the person's like signature. Oh my gosh. So I did actually gasp when I found this, and originally I was going to take this and make a dress out of it for my vacation, but this centerpiece is really big and I felt funny about where I was going to put it on the dress. So instead, I think I'm going to make the Bali set by the Sewing Patterns Club, and then the centerpiece being hopefully a big enough piece that it can go on the back panel of the blouse. I'm hoping that works. I'm going to have to like lay this out when I'm cutting it out with my projector and really maneuver the pieces strategically, so that part's going to be a little tricky, but that's the intention for this, and I can't wait to turn it into something that I want to wear, because I hope, and I'm imagining somewhere, that the person who made this, that they would be pleased that it's not sitting in a landfill or a closet, and that instead I'm going to turn it into something I can bring with me to a really nice warm vacation, and then I can wear it throughout the summer. Let's go start cutting this thing up.
I've said it before in my videos and I will say it again that you do not need an expensive setup to project or sew, and it has really changed my life with sewing. It has saved me so much time. But you can see here in my setup that like I literally have a tripod from Amazon and a very cheap projector, and I use the projector pattern sewing software to calibrate it so that I can cut things to scale.
Welcome back to my kitchen studio. It is 7 o'clock. I'm gonna spend the next couple of hours putting together the Bali set, hoping that I can get through a lot of it tonight. I probably won't finish it, but I'm gonna do my best to get through it. We're going to dive into the blouse first because I think it will be the more complicated one. Although I did look at the instructions beforehand and they seem pretty straightforward. So I think these two things will come together quickly. I just need this to work because this fabric is so precious. Cutting into it was just, it took a lot to cut into this one, but you know what? I thought it's better than this beautiful piece of art sitting in the closet in my fabric stash because it deserves to be out in the public. I do have to kind of hustle though. I have to be able to finish these and get them in my suitcase so that I can bring them on vacation with me. So let's get sewing. Katie at the Sewing Club Patterns really does a good job at putting the instructions together. Like the first bunch of pages are all about sizing, how to assemble, what materials you're gonna need. So definitely do recommend if you're a beginner, these patterns would be really great for you because they're really easy to follow and the actual pattern pieces themselves are pretty simple and straightforward. Can we just take a moment to see again how beautiful this back panel is? This is the back panel of the blouse and I needed it to be like the centerpiece of this embroidery. And when I was cutting this out, it was really important for me to capture the certain types of embroidery on different parts. So we have the back panel and we're gonna attach the sleeves at the neckline, and these will be on the sleeves facing the bottom, towards like the bottom of the sleeve. But it was really interesting trying to place the embroidered parts on this particular garment and actually quite fun. That's really fun. Oh, what do you say we just go for it? The pink is really quite pretty. Be honest, do any of you actually weave in your serged edges? Don't lie. I jumped ahead and just finished putting the bodice together with the sleeves because it's actually a really interesting way to put it together. You attach the back with the sleeves and then you attach the front to the sleeves and then you have this sort of like star-shaped, and then you fold it in half and you do the arm seam and the bottoms, like the side seam. And then you get a shirt, which is so cool. And so far so good with the placement of the embroidery. This is obviously not done. I also had to strip down because I was getting very hot and it was just easier to try things on. But essentially you can see where the embroidery will fall and on the back, which I'm very happy about so far. And then the idea here is that this is gonna get scrunched up. It kind of like is tied up with a tie string. So the neckline will be done. And then I think I'm gonna actually leave the sleeves open. You can put an elastic in. I'm not one for like puffy sleeves, but I don't know. We'll see when we're about to finish how we want to finish it. But yeah, so far it's coming together really nicely. Oh, also as I'm like throwing this together and sewing, I'm really in the zone because I'm watching / listening to the America's Next Top Model documentary and like, OMG. I have some really cute tags. I know I have my threads and thrift ones, but like I have some really cute ones to use like this. This is from Capstone Pattern Co., which was a client of mine, and our team designed these beautiful little tags for her in all different kinds of sayings, and I love them, so I think I'm going to use this one. Look how adorable they are. So cute. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to grab a pack. Okay, I have my tags here, all pinned up and ready to go. Thankfully I remembered this time. That'll do. Just here threading this drawstring now through the neckline of the blouse, just like you would an elastic. So it's pretty simple actually with the size of the drawstring or tie and the tunnel we made. And I'm also feeling so extra shook by this America's Next Top Model documentary because if you grew up watching that like I did, it's really quite upsetting. It's 9 o'clock right now, so I've been at it for a couple of hours. And I would say I probably have another like half hour left. So that's not too bad. I think I'm gonna finish this up tonight and then get to the shorts tomorrow. I'm in a good spot right now to pause. It is 9:15. I think I'm gonna start to clean up and just wind down a little bit, but I got the sleeves hemmed, which I'm really happy about. I think they hit me at a really nice spot. Super happy about the embroidery. I have the ties basically clipped where I want them. I'm going to try and power through the shorts tomorrow so that the set is just done by tomorrow night. Then I can show you everything tried on, and I'm pretty excited because I feel good about this. Okay, see you soon. New day, new pattern. Today I am ready to sew the shorts to this Bali set. And last night I did end up finishing the shirt. I said I wasn't going to. I did, and it's really cute. And I actually think it's going to be a very adorable bathing suit cover-up. So all of the details just turned out lovely. And I like the pink top stitching. I'm just really happy with it. So let's dive into the shorts now and knock those out. I'm probably going to just like put my head down and sew, so I'll take you along on that journey with me. But I kind of just want to use the next like hour to try and get them done.
I would love to hear from any YouTubers or content creators below in the comments, because I just am grappling with something with these videos lately. I'm having a hard time filming and creating at the same time. My creative brain sometimes just wants to go. Like you can see here, I just wanted to put my head down and work, and I wanted to knock these out and be in the zone. And I find it hard sometimes and jarring to separate the creating with the filming and explaining, which is kind of weird because I do talk to myself throughout the entire process, even when I'm not filming. So I love explaining what I'm doing and working through something by explaining it. But I'm having a hard time with procrastinating my projects because I know I have to film them. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to address this going forward with videos, because I still do want to make videos, but I need to be honest with myself in saying that it is tricky for me to manage making with filming. I want to bring you all along with me on these journeys, so it is something I'm grappling with, and if it's something you do too, I'd love to hear from you.
I am considering keeping a little side slit open on the shorts, which might be cute. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to only sew the seam to like 2 inches above. Looking kind of cute so far. I feel so good about figuring out buttonholes. This makes all of my projects so much easier. Look at these buttonholes. So exciting. It's just wet because I had to get the wet water erase markers off, but like, game changer. I accidentally finished them all. I powered through and finished them. I think they're super cute. I think there's a couple things I'll talk about with the pattern and this material specifically at the end, but I'm going to do a little try on for you because I think you should see both of these together in a set and see how I will style them on vacation. I finished both the pieces and I am so happy with how they turned out. I think there's a couple things with like the material where the shorts were drafted to allow you a lot of extra room to hem to the size that you want. So I left the embroidery at the bottom a little too low. So I wish it was a little bit higher up. Honestly, I will still wear them, no problem. I don't think it matters. I really loved working with the Sewing Club patterns, like super easy to follow. I think they're very beginner friendly. There's a little filling in of the gaps that you have to do with the instructions, but she has lots of visuals, so it's very helpful. And she sells her patterns in like a bundle, so you can get the whole thing. Like I think there's over 35 patterns for a very affordable price, so super good value. We'll be making these again, definitely the shorts. Like I have so much material, I can already imagine making so many pairs of these for the summer. They're pretty incredible. This wraps up my vacation sewing. I'm so happy I got them all done before my trip. I have a dress, a pair of shorts, a pair of pants, a tank top, and a blouse / bathing suit cover up, and that's like pretty good. I'm pretty excited to bring these on vacation with me. I was so lucky to find this thrifted tablecloth that was hand embroidered with that cute little patch of like a signature patch. I hope whoever made this, I've done well by them. And it just shows you the power of thrifting and taking something that would have sat in the closet or gotten dirty on a table. Like I never could have used this as a tablecloth. It's too pretty. So I hope that this inspires you to go find something at the thrift store that's unique and turn it into something you can wear. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. Join my YouTube community so I don't just feel like I'm talking to nobody here. I love hearing from you in the comments. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know which one of my vacation sewing sets was your favorite. Thanks for being here, friends. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.